So today we're taking a look at the Trevolo S portable speaker, a Bluetooth electrostatic speaker from benq. As well as two electric static drivers, we've also got two dynamic drivers with passive radiators on the back. A great idea from benq and an incredible looking speaker with 18 hours of battery life. This is a Bluetooth 4.2 and non-distorted 3D sound speaker. In the box we get the speaker itself, we get the power adapter with both an EU and UK plug, and finally we've got a little carry case to transport it. The first thing you'll notice is this is an incredible looking speaker. It feels very well built and has a nice weight to it, coming in at only 1 kilo. The electrostatic speakers fold outwards, getting out of the way of the radiators behind. On top we have a power button, Bluetooth, volume up and down, as well as play and pause. There's also a mode button to enable 3D sound. This speaker supports NFC and it can also be paired with another one for true stereo listening. On the back we have the 3.5mm audio jack and micro USB for both charging as well as being a DAC port. So let's start this up and see how it sounds.
It's made for me and you.
Straight away I can hear some very nice mids. The highs are incredible thanks to the electrostatic speakers, but one thing I noticed quite quickly is that the speakers are very directional. If I move off axis a little bit, I can hear the difference straight away. A bit less from the bass, but the high notes are much better when in line with the direction of speaker. I'm not saying it sounds bad out of direction, but it definitely sounds much better in it. When it comes to bass, it copes well with the punchy bass, but lower tones do seem to be partially missing. In acoustic music, this really does excel for a speaker and creates a reasonably balanced sound, but there is still that little bit missing from the lower end, which was a little disappointing for me. I expected a little bit more from a speaker within this price range. We can turn the volume up and it creates a nice sound though with very little distortion. When it came to testing with some electronic music and some heavy bass, you can really hear the speaker start struggling here. It's producing a lot of distortion at higher volumes, but that being said, this was a heavy bass track and I wasn't expecting it to perform too well. I tried again with the Trevolo's 3D sound option, and while it does change the sound, I couldn't really figure out what it was doing, and I actually preferred it in the normal mode. I decided to do a comparison between this and the Zenbury Z8 that I recently reviewed, and you can really hear that the Z8 is able to create much deeper bass with less distortion. But if we listen to a more acoustic track, the Trevolo clearly dominates.
Just me. Through the storm we reach the...
So overall, the Trevolo does produce some very clean sound and can also go pretty loud with very minimal distortion. With general music, it's a great listen, and for those that really want to listen to vocals, it's fantastic, but again, it sounds much better when you're actually in the direction of the speaker. On top of that, it's probably the best looking speaker I've reviewed on my channel so far. For people that like a lot of bass or music where the bass really does complement the rest of the track, track, then I probably wouldn't recommend it, but for acoustic, pop and vocal tracks, this does perform incredibly. But as I keep saying, when it comes to the high notes, the electrostatic speakers really do excel. It just does seem to be missing a little bit from the lower end in my opinion, but I've placed links for the Trevolo S down in the description below for anyone that wants to get one or even get more information. If there's anything I've missed or anything you want to ask, just leave them down in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But thank you for watching the video, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel.